Hey, have you ever felt uncertainty? I mean, really uncertainty, like paralyzed by uncertainty. Maybe you're waiting for the perfect vision before you start moving forward in your business. Well, the truth is, insight is most often forged in the process of doing. So you may not have a clear vision when you start. You'll discover clarity not by standing still or analyzing forever, but in the process of doing, stepping forward, even if your path is kind of unclear. Today, you're going to see how every action, despite the fog of uncertainty, is actually going to help bring you closer to your true path in both business and life.
Welcome to Small Business Big Visibility, the podcast empowering you, adventurous small business owners, to attract your ideal customers and boost your revenue. I'm your host, Jason McKenzie. Each week, we'll explore easy-to-implement tools and strategies to take your business to new heights and build the lifestyle you want. If you're ready for more profits and less stress, let's get started.
Imagine you're driving in really dense fog. We're talking thick, and your headlights only light up a short amount of road ahead of you. Do you stop, pull over, and just wait for the fog to end? Or do you continue moving forward, maybe at a slower pace, maybe a little more caution, but you continue moving forward? Life and business work in the same way. Instead of stopping and waiting for absolute clarity, we often have to continue to move forward through the fog, even when we have some uncertainty. Think about the journey of Slack. Everyone knows Slack as a communication company, but it actually started as a gaming project. Their founders, though, discovered that this internal communication tool that actually held far greater potential. So they didn't begin with this billion-dollar idea of becoming a communication hub for businesses and organizations, but they took action and adapted, and then they built something extraordinary. Now consider your own experiences. Have you hesitated to start a project, maybe change careers, or step into a leadership role because you didn't see the whole picture? You can think of it kind of like assembling a puzzle. When you get started with a puzzle, you have a bunch of pieces and you have a vision of what it's supposed to be. But there's no idea, like, where does this go? Where does this go? It doesn't all make sense. However, you take that guiding image that you have of what it should be and you start working on it. And over time, you connect this piece and you find that this piece fits to this one, and you'll find some clarity over here, and maybe you're building another piece that's over here and you get the edges done, but the middle's still a mess, but you keep working on it, and every piece that you connect, it only brings more clarity to the entire picture, and also it helps reveal your next move. In my own journey, stepping into the unknown is one of the critical catalysts for growth, both personally and in business. So whether it was launching a business venture, whether it was learning a new skill, or taking a risk, every action, even when the outcome was uncertain, has taught me something that's helped me later on down the road. Every time you do the same, I'm sure you've found the same is true for you. A baby never knows when they're taking those steps whether they're actually going to end up on their face or if that next step is going to work. But either way, they're learning more about how to walk each time they take that step. Now, when you transform ideas into action, you're not just chasing a vision, you're actively creating it. So you have that vision in your head. All those steps, even the missteps, are helping you take and build that vision in real life. Trials, errors, the small wins, they all add up to this big picture. The more you move, the clearer things become. I want to make sure it's absolutely clear. Clarity comes from movement, not inaction. You don't need everything figured out before you take the next step. Every decision, whether it leads to success or a lesson, refines your vision. Now let's talk for a moment about mistakes. Mistakes are not really failures unless you view it as a failure. They're actually stepping stones towards your goals. A mistake teaches you the way not to move forward so that you can pivot and adapt. Learning from the mistakes is far more valuable than oftentimes the actual wins are. So I'd encourage you, go back to the vision of what you're hoping for in life. Look at where you're at. and then figure out what's something I can do. What's a small step I can take? What's a lesson that I can learn from one of the failures that maybe have me scared right now? When you analyze where you've been, where you're trying to go, and you pick a single step to take, you're going to feel a sense of satisfaction, because not only are you thinking about the big picture, but you're also taking those steps to start moving towards that. And as you take those steps, it'll become more clear what the next step should be, and the next one, and the next one. Again, clarity is not found by waiting. It's uncovered by moving forward, one deliberate step at a time. Until next time, keep moving forward and watch your business thrive.